was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteers offense will take the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
And just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops the throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
The Vols will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. The Longhorns offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you do. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. Great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Longhorns are flying down the field. They're going to ride this running back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it and fires to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Manning. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And the field goal unit is on the field. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first point of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before. Here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, to give, looking for room. A run up the middle.
gets him on the ground.
And the Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. It's a draw. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the goal line, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, the ground game. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. He wants to throw. Coming after him. They get it up, rush, and it pays off the sack of the 20.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Trying to get to it. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pass on the way out. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. After making the pick, he took it the other way, and he dragged down at the 19.
I'll tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover, and you've already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They finished the first 2 drives with field goals. They'd love to get a little something more this time, Jesse.
I want to just keep seeing bounds from them.
Deep shot for the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Vols will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take it. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorn. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this pre-gate showdown.
Really nice job understanding. I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it. Gets 2 feet in bounds in the end zone. Touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Caught over the middle. It's Staley. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He makes it grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over Toledo. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in the studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. He rifles one deep down the right side.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Fires to the big fella. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. A nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a...
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, but they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to come into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all won't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Grabbed in the middle. It's Webb. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's caught. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass on second down. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the chance to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I...
Open runway ahead. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before the stop.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Jumped on top of the pile. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and try to field goal team out there. And this field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll try it on the ground, running the They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run play action. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big. Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Dropping back. It's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. Hookham is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What an individual effort there by the quarterback on the RPO, because everybody was covered. He just takes off, and he shows you his ability out in the open field. He's like a running back. He's got great vision. He's got the speed. He looks so natural when he's in the 2nd level carrying the rock. Huge gain on offense by the Q. I love it on that play.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Using the quick game. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now facing a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They'll send out the kicker here. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Going up top. He's got it inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
The Volunteers in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown ball.
And man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
See if they can score the deuce. They move the tight end all over. Trying to barge in. And they get him down.
And they got him on the ground just short of the 1-yard line. The running back, you could tell he wanted to get in there, wanted to use his power and try to fall forward, but a nice job of tackling by the defense and making that thing fall just short.
Here comes the Texas offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner will field it and bring it back. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in FBC Mortgage Stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the BYU Cougars taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The Knights want to pick up the tempo. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Stopped after making the catch. Here comes the offense on second down. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, UCF! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple of throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So BYU's offense will go to work for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have locked down corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
Fast motion from the offense. Might as well give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Brown will throw it. Fires on the move. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got three DBs, three corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Finds his tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And the Cougars are marching down the field. They're trying to get to it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Phillips. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snags it over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down coming up. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Snap it to the back. The Cougars will move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Finds his man down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Penn State is ahead early at Happy Valley, but that's not exactly Saquon out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 5 over Purdue. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Knights are in the hurry-up. Brown wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Got a man. It's Glover. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. He's going to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Brown will throw it. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. On first down, here comes this offense. Brown wants to pass. Dances away. He's going to take off. At the 45, on his way. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He wants to throw. Working that left side now. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. Off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They'll knock him down, and that'll take off to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there in Orlando. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys just down the road from our EA Sports Studios at the Bounce House.
The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Makes the quick grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. They've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gets open down the middle. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Knights will hustle to the line. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in third down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
He'll try it again. Got room at the 35. He's loose. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wide receiver shows motion. Brown will throw it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Right, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Forced out of the pocket. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Swanson. They made the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Penn State has the lead right now inside Beaver Stadium, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by 12 over Purdue. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. A 3rd and long coming up here. Brown wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Starts to scramble to the left. Short gain on the play before he slides. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. Quick strike complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Handoff from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Swanson. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. That's caught. It's Boykin. At 45 on its way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. BYU lines up quickly.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Phillips. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Gets it out quickly. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Powers forward. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. And they'll take a knee. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this shit right.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been... Welcome, everyone, to Beaver Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the 14th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Boilermakers will have some work to do after that short return. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When there's lines up in the same spot every time, they can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The new set of downs after the completion. On the move, it's Wallace. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds with a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Just threw that one way too far. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Give to the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Purdue! That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here.
Oh, he dropped it! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Line getting set on second down. Takes the easy one to the back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. Sometimes it doesn't work in the run game. I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he's not going to make it. The defense denied him the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Sweet feet on the move. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the throw, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that action. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he'd hope to pin them deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and get 6 points.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He makes a catch. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The back goes in motion. They're going to run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Wallace. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Nittany Lions are rolling down the field.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st one.
They make the stop, and this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Wallace. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Motion from the offense. Now the play fake. Got his man quickly. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's reeled in. It's crossed. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Going up top on first down. Going deep. Oh, he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They build their attack around those big plays, and they got one to give them a 1st and 10 in the red zone at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll go to the air. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermaker!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nice move to stay on his feet. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Coming after it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
And the Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense, I've got the lead. They've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. ball on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Paul.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You have field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And come on now, O-line. You got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. 1st down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a 2nd down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup for the defense. Cuts him down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. A strike downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Trying to get to him. He's Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He is down at the one. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Purdue! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Cross. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And now on 2nd down for this offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big...
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy.
it pulls them closer. It's 24-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Kent State looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 21 over Toledo.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They give it to him again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. The Boilermakers get enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The quarterback takes a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent. We just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25 35-yard line. The Tigers offense takes the field. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down and the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quick completion on the out. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking for a gap. It's Lacy. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On second down, wants to throw it. He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground off right tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. To the air. It's Horn. Getting some heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's a really nice catch there. And I know LSU goes by the moniker DBU. But you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years. And with this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver. This guy is really good.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that block and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They're bringing heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He got it. And the kick is good. And guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game. A gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Horn. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting a pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Solid punt. Headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front.
Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverage. The quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside when that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep. With my speedster, he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then stride it into the end zone.
The AT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchdown. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22, after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to throw, it's Horn. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drop. All kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the third pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Can't get him to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And the Tigers are on the move. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires on the move. He's got it. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Steps away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Virginia Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Through the air, it's Horn. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They want to just keep throwing it. They're trying to get to it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away to keep you hold the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Grab in the backfield. It's Lacy. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer to a drive there of 84 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in Baton Rouge.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That is just a sideline credit. Catch, toe drag, everything you want. LSU right back to the line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Pressure coming. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Nice job by this defense. That's the way to set the tone in the second half. First drive, get them in a third down, get the sack, get the football to your offense. That is how you get back in this game really quickly.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing that last drive, right? Or whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Bringing it back, it's Durham. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Complete to start this drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Pulls it in. It's Durham. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. The run from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier. This time a 38-yard try. It is good. Shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Horn. Caught. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Running it back, it's Durham. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, this guy's going to make catches all over the field. That time he lined up all the way to the left side. He was able to cross the entire field to make a catch on the right side. Defense lost track of him, and it ended up being a big play.
comes out throwing on first down. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the ball pass is incomplete. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Wants to throw. It's Horn. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And sure, tackle there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So Missouri will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Got him downfield. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with their lead late will be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and trying to beat the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Trying to power it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. Just hammering with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the game,
Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know.
Finds his big tight end.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Horn. They're working that left side. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Got a man. It's Manning. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to the air one more time. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Coming after him. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that